The bustling streets of Seoul buzzed with energy as Vine clutched her sketchbook tightly against her chest. It was her first week in the city, and still she wasn't used to the constant noise and chaos. She had grown up in a quiet coastal town where the sound of waves crashing against the shore was the loudest thing she would hear all day. Here, the knocking of cars and chatter of people overwhelmed her senses. She found solace in a small park near her apartment. It was her escape, a place where she could sketch without distractions. That day, she had chosen a bench under a cherry blossom tree, its pink petals fluttering in the wind. As Violet sketched a nearby fountain, she didn't notice a figure approaching her. A gust of wind blew her sketchbook off the bench, and before she could grab it, someone else had picked it up. Is this yours? A deep voice asked. Violet looked up and saw a man holding a sketchbook. He had striking features, a sharp jawline, soft brown eyes, and a smile that could melt ice. Yes, thank you, she said, taking the sketchbook from him. He glanced at the open page. You're really talented. Is this the fountain? It is not finished yet, just a rough sketch, one blush. Well, it's beautiful, he said, sitting down beside her. I'm Taeyong, by the way. Why? She replied shyly. Author POV. They talked for hours, discovering their shared love for art. Taeyong was a photographer and he often visited the park to find inspiration. Vine felt an instant connection with him, as if they had known each other forever. As the sun set, Taeyong stood up. I hope I'll see you here again, Vine. She nodded, unable to hide a smile. Maybe. The next day, Vine decided to explore the city. She wandered through the streets, stopping at a small cafe when her feet grew tired. The place was cozy with warm lighting and the aroma of freshly brewed coffee. As she waited for her order, she noticed a man sitting at the counter, scribbling in a notebook. He was humming softly to himself, completely immersed in his work. When her order was called, she accidentally bumped into him while grabbing her cup. Van, sorry, she exclaimed. He looked up, his blue eyes sparkling with amusement. No worries, I wasn't writing anything important anyway. Van glanced at his notebook and saw lyrics scribbled across the page. Are you a songwriter? His eyes sparkled hearing songwriter, but then he replied, something like that. By the way, I'm Jungkook. Vine, I'm Vine, she replied. You're new here, aren't you? He asked. How can you tell? You look like you're still figuring out where to go. It is. Let me guess. You ordered the most basic drink on the menu. Vine laughed. I did actually. Well, next time try something adventurous, he said, winking. Their conversation flowed effortlessly, and Vian found herself laughing more than she had in weeks. Before she left, Jungkook handed her a napkin with a hastily written note. Jungkook, here's my number. If you ever need a tour guide or a coffee recommendation, call me. Van walked out of the cafe with a smile, unaware that her life was about to get a lot more complicated. As the days turned into weeks, Van found herself spending more time with both Taeyong and Jungkook. Taeyong introduced her to his favorite photography spots, often asking her to sketch scenes inspired by his photos. evening, as they watched the sunset from a rooftop, Taehyung turned to her. You know, when I think your art has a way of capturing emotions that words can't express. She blushed. Why? That's what I love about photography too. It's like freezing a moment in time. There, you look beautiful while smiling, Van. He said, looking deeply in her eyes. Well, thanks for the compliment, but you're also not less than any model. They both smiled together. Theo, let's go for dinner this weekend. Well, it would be my pleasure. Today, Jungkook invited her to one of his performances at a small music venue. Watching him on stage was a revelation. His voice was powerful yet tender, and the way he poured his soul into every note left her mesmerized. After the performance, Jungkook found her in the crowd. So, what did you think? You were amazing, she said honestly. He leaned closer, his voice dropping to a playful whisper. Good enough to earn another coffee date? Why not? Maybe. 2 months later, author POV. As time passes, Taehyung and Vine came more close. They don't know whether they are in love or are just attracted to each other, but one thing was sure that they do like each other's company. Meanwhile, her relationship with Jungkook was more like Tom and Jerry. Jungkook always teases her with his flirty lines. The air was thick with tension as Van stared at the message on her phone. It was from Taehyung. Can we meet at the park tonight? There's something I need to tell you. Her heart raced as she typed back a quickly reply. She had a feeling about what he wanted to say, but she wasn't sure if she was ready to hear it. Later that evening, she arrived at the park. Taehyung was waiting under the cherry blossom tree where they had first met. The soft glow of the street lights illuminated his features, making him look more even striking. Thanks for coming, he said, his voice gentle. Of course, what's on your mind? Vine asked, trying to keep her tone light. Taeyang hesitated, running a hand through his hair. Taeyang, Vine, I have been thinking a lot lately about us. Her breath hitched. I know we have only known each other for a short time, but I feel something for you, something dear. His eyes searched her, vulnerable yet hopeful. I like you, Van, more than a friend. Van felt her cheeks flush. She opened her mouth to respond, but before she could, her phone buzzed. It was a message from Django. Come to the cafe. I wrote a song for you. She stared at the screen, torn between two worlds. Taeyong noticed her hesitation. Taeyong, is everything okay? Well, I need some time to think, she said, her voice barely above a whisper. Taeyong nodded, though the disappointment in his eyes was evident. Take all your time you need. I just wanted you to know how I feel. At the cafe, Taeyong was waiting with his guitar. When Wayne walked in, he grinned, his playful demeanor masking any nervousness. You're late, he teased. Sorry, I got caught up, she said, sitting across from him. Jungkook strummed his guitar. This one's for you. The song was beautiful, filled with lyrics and unspoken feelings and the fear of losing someone. As he sang, one felt tears prick her eyes. When he finished, he set the guitar down and looked at her. So, did I win you over yet? Van laughed through her tears. Van, you're impossible. That's not a no, he said, smirking. Van approached them and Taehyung introduced her. Taehyung, Van, this is you. She is an art critic and a big supporter of local artists. Nice to meet you, Yun said warmly. You too, Van replied, feeling a strange pang in her chest as she noticed how easily Yoon and Taeyang interacted. Over the next few weeks, Yoon began spending more time with Taeyang. As she got to know Taeyang, she realized how deeply they are connected to each other. Hey Taeyang, you did came? You said she will be also joining us. Taeyang, yeah, she's on the way. What's about your friend? When I called him, he said he's on the way. Author POV. Van and Taehyung plan to visit Fairyland as they don't want to ruin their friendship. They often meet. To not make things awkward, Taehyung asks Yoon to accompany her and Van to ask Jungkook. Taehyung! She screamed and waved at him while running towards them. Taehyung smiled at her action, which didn't got unnoticed by Van. Hello, Van, how are you? She said while hugging her. I'm great, Yoon. She smiled and backed up. Yoon, let's go, I'm excited. Van, just a minute, my friend is on way, she said while looking for Jungkook in the crowd. Van became worried, but then a pair of hands closed her eyes, and feeling his hand, she smiled. You're late, Duffer, she said, removing his hand. Jungkook, I was. His word stuck in middle as he saw the person next to Van. They quickly hugged each other while Ryan and Yun looked at each other with confusion. Jungkook, when you returned from London, damn, few months ago, but where were you? I called you many times in London. After coming from London, I first went to your house, but uncle said you left the house and never came back. Jungkook, yes, I left. Dad wanted me to run his business. He broke my guitar and told me to choose between his wealth and music. Jungkook, I lost my phone and dad blocked my all cards. Somehow I got a part-time job to survive. He said it in one go. Taehyung immediately hugged him again after knowing how much his brother like best friend has to suffer alone. Taehyung, now everything will be fine. Jungkook, thanks Hyung. Taehyung, Hyung word doesn't suit you. Jungkook, yeah, I said it by mistake. Author POV. They were lost in their talk that they forget their surroundings. When realization hit them, they looked at Yun and Vian. Vian and Yun. Can you guys please explain us anything? Mmm, it's delicious, Jungkook. Why didn't you brought me here earlier? Jungkook, because I know you won't leave a single stall once you start. Pan gave him deadly stare. The stallers see smiled at their cute bickering. Ajushi, are you both dating? Jungkook and Pan, no. Ajushi, oh, so already married. They both were about to deny, but then they saw a plate full of dumplings. Van and Jungkook looked at him confusingly. Ajushi, actually it's free for cute married couples. Jungkook opened his mouth to clear the misunderstanding, but Van held his hand. Honey, he is giving me so love. We should take it, she said sweetly yet dramatically, and quickly take the plate. Meanwhile, Jungkook was traumatized by her acting for food. Both were enjoying free food and were laughing. Van, that was fun, giggling. Jungkook, yeah. Months later, Van's art gained recognition and Jungkook's music career soared. Taeyang and Yoon became a powerful couple in the art world. their love story inspiring many. As for Ryan and Jungkook, their relationship remained a mix of playful banter and deep affection, a perfect balance of Tom and Jerry and soulmates. One evening, as they sat under the cherry blossom tree, Jungkook took her hand. You know, I think we were meant to drive each other crazy, Jungkook said. Yeah, and to drive you more crazy, I have something for you. Saying this, she pulled out a gift box behind her back. Jungkook gave her questionable look. Why, damn, open, then you will know, na? And he did. His eyes widened as he looked at people and then her. One smiled at his reaction and guided him to look behind. Tears welled up in his eyes. He quickly hugged her tightly. Jungkook, thanks, Jungle Book. One slapped his shoulder slightly. Let's go. Don't you want to ride? Jungkook nodded. Yoon, it's beautiful, she said, holding Taeyang's hand. Taeyang, yeah, but not beautiful than you. She playfully hit him. Meanwhile, Van, you don't know how to click pictures, idiot, she said, looking at her phone. Jungkook, then click it by yourself. Van glared at him. Van, don't worry, I will. Saying this, she went to Taeyang. Van, Taeyang, click my pictures. Taeyang, why? Where's Jungkook? Van, you know him now. Yoon smiled. You guys argue like kids. Taeyang, for real, Yoon? He said and started clicking pictures of Van. In between, Jungkook came. Let's go, honey, eat some ice cream. Their photo shoot isn't going to finish early. Yoon sighed, looking at Taeyang, who joined Van in clicking pictures. Now, both are giving poses like kids. Yoon, you're right, Jungkook. Let's go. And this time we won't buy for her any ice cream, he said with determination. Yoon rolled her eyes. Yes, yes, I know. Knowing at last he himself will buy for her. Thanks for ice cream, Jungkook. I didn't bought, Annie did. Yoon and Taeyang looked at each other sighing. Van, I know. Van smiled knowing he is the one who bought ice cream for her. All four of them started walking while laughing and chit-chatting.